What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to a part 2 of American Classics I'm only just now seeing in 2020. If you happen to have missed the first one, I shall link it down below for you. Up first, still Magnolias. It reminded me a lot of Golden Girls and Sex in the City. It's the perfect summer Sunday afternoon kind of movie to watch with your girlfriends. That southern hospitality was portrayed very well with all the ladies, except maybe for the crazy one with the dog Weezer, initially embracing the new hairdresser Annelle as one of your own, even with her fugitive of a husband. I kind of wish there was a lot more of that in this day and age and less catfighting and bickering. I really loved the blunt humor and the sense of community, everyone knowing everyone and their business, but not in a bad way, i.e. not for the purposes of blackmail. I really liked Shelby's dad, fun-loving, unbothered family guy. And I still cannot believe they killed Julia Roberts' character Shelby. That really hurt my heart. Totally wasn't expecting that, but that goes to show you that sometimes defying the doctor's orders could be to your detriment. And Sally Field's performance towards the end there at the cemetery, that's what I call acting. I felt every bit of her agony, had me ugly crying. However, I felt that the story was unfinished, worthy of a part 2. Did Shelby's husband Jackson end up remarrying? Did he continue to practice law? Did Annelle have a girl or a boy? And what became of Shelby and Jackson's son? I would really like to know. I'm invested. Moving on to number 2 on my list, Dead Presidents. Now, I was wondering what the title Dead Presidents had to do with the movie, when halfway through the movie, it felt like a war movie. Cut to Anthony, the main character, returning home after serving for 4 years in Vietnam and unable to make ends meet to feed his family, and as a result, has a drinking problem. Committing a robbery seems like the only way out when the meat place he works at suddenly goes out of business. Now, this part of the movie reminds me of Going Out in Style, where the 3 older guys had to rob the bank that was screwing them out of their pension. Likewise, in this movie, robbing an armored truck with money was necessary. Not something Anthony wanted to do, but had to do. But unlike in Going Out in Style, where everything went according to plan, no one got hurt and it was a happy ending, in this movie, the heist could not have been more of a disaster. Several casualties, a tragic ending, and a very heavy political statement. So many references flood my mind right now, including Tupac. But these lines from Trevor Noah's book, Born a Crime, sums everything up. People always lecture the poor. Take responsibility for yourself. Make something of yourself. But with what raw materials are the poor to make something of themselves? People love to say, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. What they don't say is, and it would be nice if you gave him a fishing rod. That's the part of the analogy that's missing. Also check out Donovan Livingstone's Harvard valedictorian speech from 2016, linked down below. It applies to the political statement made in this movie as well. It is not your typical aspirational valedictorian speech. If you do happen to watch it, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let's get a conversation going. All I'm saying is, let him, Kendrick Lamar, and Common collaborate. It won't be fire. It will be a volcano. Period. End of story. Face your fronts. Also just realized why Lawrence Tate was in that Ashanti's video Rain on Me from like back in the day. She sampled a song from this scene of the movie, in case you're wondering. An Isaac Hayes song entitled The Look of Love. Moving on to the third and final movie of this episode of American Classics I'm just now getting around to seeing in 2020. Psycho. Not Post Malone's song, but a 1960s horror movie. That movie was great for its time. Television/motion pictures were still fairly new media. I absolutely loved the script. It sounded like a great deal of time was spent on it. I really liked the way they used to speak back then. Proper diction and enunciation. Not even going to compare it to movies nowadays. It was a different era. I really enjoyed it. I'm sure this must have given people quite a scare back in the 60s. And that's it for now, folks. With the release of Mulan being postponed and all, I'll see you guys next week with a part 3 of American Classics I'm just now getting around to seeing. Cannot cram it all in one video. It will be entirely too long. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye!
I don't know what's coming over me. Crazy is infecting all my dreams. Is this who I really wanna be? 'Cause I think I like fit because it's bent. And I think I like it.